Hey, good afternoon. I'm here to share 2 journals that I've completed. I'll try and work them both in the same video. We'll see how it goes. We'll start with this one. I posted online, do you like the flower or without the flower? And the majority said the flower, so that's what I went with. It is rather large, but I think it goes with the overall color and feel of the journal. I've also added a doily that I had in my stash. Okay, as I said, on my Facebook page, did you believe it was? I got this cover from an estate sale. It was already made. So I thought, why couldn't you sew a signature in it? Excuse me, so that's what I did. Comes out like this and like this. You have pockets on both sides, and then there's a pocket behind the signature. So we'll start with the little pockets. For my birthday, my husband, I was going to bring it in, I totally forgot. Anyway, a photo album, a really old one from the 30s. That's all the pages said Norway on them, and he gave it to me for my birthday. Isn't that the most amazing present? And so this is one of the photos from that photo album of Norway. Isn't that pretty? And I background stamped it, and there's Tim Holt's wildflower stamp, and then some eyelash trim, and you can journal on the back. And then there's this open tag, and they both go in this side pocket. And then in the back pocket, we have this journal card that I've made, and this tag, which is also, well, it's postcard stamp, and Tim Holt's wildflowers, and then some eyelash trim. And it goes in this pocket. Now for the journal. We start out with a Edith Holden book page, and I've made an altered paperclip. It's with bits and pieces that I've found everywhere. And it was holding in this awesome pocket that I bought offline, a digital kit from, oh my goodness, what is her name? Innkeeper. Isn't that gorgeous though? Oh, I love that. Some vintage trim. And then in the pockets, come on, come out. We have, oh come on, this tag. Most everything is tea-dyed. Some script stamping. Here is a tag page that I made out of a file folder and stamped. This I learned from Charlene Sherrod, and it flips up and it holds a tag. This is a pocket that I made from an Edith Holden book page. Then we have this tag, which is another picture from that photo album. Some bit of twine, Tim Holtz stamps, and a background stamp, script stamp, and then some pretty lace. I like how that one turned out. Then we have some extra paper. It's tea-dyed for journaling. Whoop, and it flies. And then we have a guest check, which I've stamped. And, oh, I forgot to get her name. If you want to know her name, let me know and I'll find it for you. She made flowers out of little cupcake liners. And so this was my first attempt. Hopefully I'll get better, but I didn't think it turned out too bad. Journal prompt paper. This is ledger paper, and then I've taken a small, I think it's 3x3, Tim Holtz vellum, and I've put a floral brad, and so you can, it's just for pretty, and then you can flip it up like that and journal, and then put it back down. Here I've done a pocket out of a book page from an old book I got at a yard sale that was so pretty, the flowers in it. And I've done a couple butterfly punches. I backed it onto dictionary page, some lace and trim. And we have this jumbo Hermelinda tag with some postcard stamps and 3 butterfly punches and some pink ribbon. And on the inside, we have this tuck spot that is holding this Tsunami Rose ephemera. And then goes right back in there, if it will work for me. One-handed, there we go. And then Innkeeper dress form, isn't that gorgeous? And then I added this piece of lace trim. And the colors just went purple together, purpley. More stamping. This page and one other page in this book. I went to a yard sale last Saturday. No, Saturday. Anyway, a couple weeks ago. And this lady was selling huge botanical books for $1 each. Oh my goodness. I grabbed the 2 that she had and I ran. Grabbed them, paid her, and ran. They were just beautiful. We have a corner pocket that flips. And some more of that beautiful book page. And here we have an open tag. Hermelinda, you genius, you. And some cotton, crochet cotton, and some bling. Another that flips up. And a tag. The image is from Innkeeper. Another page from that gorgeous botanical book. Here is Nectar's Creation belly band and a tag. This is an altered paper clip. It's got, I left room at the top for a charm. So it's got a moon charm and a couple of images. And then it's holding in just some extra paper for journaling. And of course you can put something in on the other side if you like. Another piece of vellum. It's the center of the book. And we have this cute little charm that hangs down. And then we have 2 pockets with Project Life cards that I thought were pretty. And lots of journaling space. Another piece of vellum. This one has an Innkeeper image on behind it. Another altered paper clip. This one has a bird. Whoa, there he goes, he flew. A bird on it. And some more extra paper. Another Nectar's Creation belly band with a tag. More from the botanical book. Here we have another pocket or tuck spot from a page from the other floral book that I like. Backed with dictionary page, a little lace, and a little bling. We have this jumbo tag with some trim and an old receipt. Lots of space on the inside for journaling, and then some trim. And another Innkeeper dress form. This one I added a little flat back pearls to form like a necklace. Another flip with another open face tag with some trim. Another flip with a butterfly tag. Another piece of vellum. That's my favorite one. Isn't that pretty? And you can write underneath it. Here I've done an altered paper bag. We've got a banner up here that you can put a date on. We have a piece of note paper that I backed onto heavy cardstock and did a decorative scissor cut around. In the bag is this journal card. We have a little mini journal card on it and the big one, and it's put together with this little circle paper clip. And we have this journal card that I've made, Tim Holtz wildflowers and hope, and a piece of ribbon. I like how that one turned out. Another half of the tag page. Another Innkeeper pocket. And inside we have this tag with some vintage trim. I'm sorry, I get quieter when I'm talking, don't I? Sorry about that. And another altered paper clip. Now this is the final pocket, and I was going to do a mini, and before I knew it, it turned out like just about the size of the book. So I guess you're getting 2 books. This one doesn't have near as many pages though, but so in that way I am calling it a mini. So we have a torn pocket with a Tim Holtz image, and then we have a Tim Holtz playing card that I received in a swap from somebody, and a Nectar's Creation tag. This one just has a few pages in it. I've done a library pocket with some torn pages and a button. In it, we have this tag. And slipping. It's slipping. A recipe card. And some vintage paper. A bag that has some stamping on it. And a library card. That if you wanted to journal on this, you could just gesso one side or both sides and then journal on it. And a 7 Gypsies tag. Metro paper. Paper I received in a swap from Sue Miller. The other half of the pocket. This card. And this is 3 pages of note paper that I've paper punched together. And the same in here. 3 pages, paper punched together. Nectar's Creation. And that is the mini, which means fewer pages. That's what mini means in this case. And you fold it like this, and then you put this side on top, and bring this side over, and then you can tie it. And that is my first placemat junk journal. Now, let's see if we can get the other one in before the time runs out. Okay, this one is just a botanical floral journal. I got this image from the botanical book that I got at the yard sale. I added some strip stamp on either side. We've got lace on the spine and lace on the front and back cover. It's tied together with this elastic ribbon. Comes completely off. Okay, this was made out of a file folder. So I folded over the piece of the file folder and made a pocket, or a tuck spot. This comes from an Edith Holden book page. And then on the inside of the pocket, we have a receipt, which you can journal on, a recipe card, and this journal card that I made with a page from the botanical book. I really like that book. I don't know that it's going to last very long because I'm going to use it so much. Here's another page from the book and some crochet lace trim and a glassine bag and a banner that says dreams. It's open behind the bag and there's a room for a tag. It says family is one of life's greatest blessings. And then in the bag we have this beauty. Another yard sale. She was selling all of these bits and pieces of cross stitch, and I thought, awesome. So I grabbed that, I stenciled the entire tag, and then I put this on top. Thought it was really pretty. Okay, I've done just a little bit of stamping in this one. This is half a doily that I received in a swap. This is a image from the book and the sentiment wishing. Inside we have a Tsunami Rose library card and a tag that I've made with the page, an image from the book with some rickrack that I thought kind of matched, and some fun trim. Ledger paper, an old book page about gardening. Oops. This flower comes from the book, and it's on an Edith Holden book page. Then we have this journal card made on a index card, goodness, with a Tsunami Rose sentiment, a butterfly stamp, some vintage crochet vintage trim, and a flower that I made. Index card, story begins, ledger paper, Edith Holden. This one is just hinged on to the other page, so you get an extra page there. With some lined cardstock for journaling, my heart's desire, and then a butterfly with symboling. An old book page from a map book. Here is, I'm sure that Patricia has made this 100 times, but a Patricia envelope, we'll call it that. And I've left it open behind for this Edith Holden piece of a book page to be preserved, and then I've just it on the back so you can journal on it. Some crocheted lace on the flap. This is another page from the book. Image, excuse me, and this is an image from the book. This is my first time sewing in a journal. I have done it like 3 times, I think, in this book, and they all turned out. I was amazed and astounded. So, there you go. You got my first sewing in a journal ever. Journal prompt paper, an old children's book page, double hearts, doilies, Edith Holden book page. We got a paper clip that is holding, I traced around Tsunami Roses mini file folders, and because I want to choose this paper, which I thought was pretty. And on the inside, we have 2 tags, a striped one and a red one. It says Challenge the World. And then on the front, it's a page from the book. An image, excuse me, from the book. This is a page of vintage paintings book that I have. There's 2 lace pockets. This one has another sewn one. Isn't that awesome? I can do it. I'm amazed. This Tim Holtz ephemera piece, and in memory of, it says. And then this one, a memory to hold. And then I've done a background stamp and Tim Holtz flowers. Another sewing. I know, you're amazed, aren't you? And then there's this pretty lady in the middle. And I've just tied it in a bow. Edith Holden, double hearts, another paper clip for another mini file folder with an image from the book that I fussy cut out. And on the inside, we have a decorative edge cut pocket, tuck spot, and this, oops, can you see it? And this tag that was on a gift that my son and daughter-in-law gave me. They didn't realize it was a to from thing, and really not many people I know of write on those. So I grabbed it and put some paper behind it and used it as a tag that you can journal on. Old children's book page. There's another envelope with another page from the book. This is a page from another book, Beautiful Bird, and lined cardstock on the back and stamping. And inside, we have, I think it's the last sewing I did in this book. I didn't want to press my luck, I guess. I've done some pattern paper behind, digital pattern paper, and then some pattern paper on front, and punched a heart. And that goes inside the envelope. Here's another Edith Holden page, little things, and it flips out. Just have some little space for writing and another bird. Another tuck spot. This is another image from the book with 3 butterfly punches. And then tucked behind we have a guest check that I've stamped. And this journal card that I punched the corners, stamped, and daylight dreams. I guess that's different than daydreams, I suppose. Edith Holden, the book about gardening. The other half of the bag, the other half of the doily, and then a paper flower and a butterfly punch. Inside the bag, we have this journal card that I've made. Punch the corners, you can journal on the back. And, oops, one more sewing page. Forgot about this one. Isn't that a pretty image? Also from the botanical book. And then I backed it onto floral paper for journaling. Or maybe it goes that way. Yep, it goes that way. Then the words. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, sorry about that. Here is another glassine bag with Big Deal and a page from the book and crocheted lace. Again, the back is left open for this tag with my pretty bunny on it. And this tag. My daughter really likes this one. I've taken colors from the cross-stitch bunny from that same yard sale So you've got blue and pink ears and green. So I've tried to put those over in the flowers and down here in the piece of fabric. And then I've just script stamped it all behind it and a lace tab. I like how that one turned out. Then we have another tuck spot with another image from the book. Oh, grasshoppers and snails and bugs. And then behind here we have another receipt. Another recipe card. And another journal card that I've made with an image from the book. And that is my latest, my two latest. They will both be for sale in the next day or two. Well, today or tomorrow. I'll try to get them posted on my Facebook page. Pumpkin Cup Handmade. Thank you again for watching and have a wonderful day. And please tell your friends about what you've seen here. If you like it, let them know. Thank you. Bye-bye.